The second method we're going to go over is by substitution. So we got one example and then one application problem. To solve the following system of equation by substitution, you first need to solve one of these for a variable. These are both in standard form, so that doesn't help us. So we need to solve one of them. The easiest one to solve for a variable is going to be this one here, because it's got a positive variable by itself. We could solve this one for y, but after we moved that 2x over, then we'd have to divide by -1. But this one, all I need to do is move that 3x over. And when I move it over by subtracting, I'm going to get y equals -3x plus 3. I'm subtracting 3x from both sides. So once you get one of these solved for, then you're going to take the other one. So because I solved the second equation for y, I'm now going to take the first one and plug that in. So this is 2x minus y equals -8. Well, what did y equal? Y equals -3x plus 3. So in place of this y, where I put parentheses, I'm going to substitute in -3x plus 3. Both of these equations I can't solve for because I have two unknowns. I have an unknown x and an unknown y. But now when I rewrite this with substitution, now my equation only has a variable of x, and now I can solve. So the first thing I'm going to do is distribute that negative. So I've got 2x, negative times negative gives me a positive 3x. Negative times positive is a -3. I'm going to combine my like terms. 2 plus 3 gives me 5x. Bring out everything else down. And now I have a two-step equation. So I'll add 3 over. 5x equals -5. Divide by 5. And x equals -1. We are not done, because when these cross, we need an x and a y coordinate. So now take your equation and plug this back in. You can plug this into the top one or to the bottom one. You're going to get the same answer. The easiest one to plug it back into is where that variable is already solved. So I'm now going to take this equation here and say y equals -3 times x, which is -1, plus 3. Negative times negative is a positive 3. And so here y equals 6. So my ordered pair is -1, 6. When you solve these, I don't care that x equals -1 and y equals 6. I need my answer as an ordered pair. And if you notice here, in the last video, we solved this exact same problem by graphing, and we got the exact same answer. So I have solved this problem by 2 different methods, and I got the exact same answer. Let's do an application problem. The perimeter of a rectangular floor is 90 feet. Find the dimensions of the floor if the length is twice the width. So if I have a rectangular floor that's 90 feet, and we're talking about perimeter, I know my perimeter is 90 feet. And what is perimeter? Perimeter is the length along the outside. If you think of your lawn, okay, or like your backyard, we're talking about the fence. Okay, how much fencing do you need? So your formula for perimeter go over here. is 2 lengths, this one plus this one, plus 2 widths, which is this one and this one. And it goes on to tell me that the length is twice the width. When I read this sentence, write it exactly the way it looks. The length, which is right here, is means equals twice the width. Length L is equals twice the width is your 2W. So these are kind of my two equations. I'm told that my perimeter is 90. And so here are my two equations. I already have this variable solved for. So I'm going to substitute that in here. So we've got 90 equals 2 times L plus 2W. L equals what? 2W. So that goes in place of my L. So now solve. 90 equals 4, or 2 times 2W is 4W. Combine your like terms. 4W plus 2W is 6W. Divide by 6. And W equals 15. So now substitute it back in. We can substitute it into this first one here. Or this one, and that one's going to be easier. So if L equals 2W, then L equals 2 times 15. So my L is 30. So find the dimensions. The floor is 15 feet by 30 feet. Word problems need word answers. And this is really easy to check. 1, is the length twice the width? Yes, the length is 30, the width is 15, so it is twice the width. And then is the perimeter 90? Well, is 30 plus 15 plus 30 plus 15 90? Yes, it is. So I know I did this problem correctly.